Alright, let's dive into something that's both fascinating and surprisingly relevant right now: beavers. Yeah, those buck-toothed, dam-building creatures. But here's the kicker: they're not just cute woodland engineers, they're actually reshaping landscapes in ways that could help us tackle some serious environmental challenges. Personally, I think this is one of those stories where nature's ingenuity completely outshines human solutions, and it's worth unpacking why. So, here's the deal. Beavers are making a comeback in parts of Britain after being hunted to extinction about 400 years ago. And no, they're not just lounging around, they're busy creating wetlands that are essentially oases in the middle of drought-stricken areas. What makes this really interesting is how their dams and ponds act like natural water reservoirs. They slow down water flow, hold it in place, and keep the surrounding areas green even when everything else is parched. It's like they're running their own irrigation system, but without any human intervention. Now, let's zoom in on Devon, where beavers have been part of a licensed trial since 2015. Aerial images show these lush, green wetlands right next to dry, cracked landscapes. It's a stark contrast, and it raises a deeper question: could beavers be part of the solution to drought resilience? Dr. Alan Puttock from the University of Exeter thinks so. He points out that modern landscapes are often drained to the point where water just rushes off, leading to flooding in wet seasons and drought in dry ones. Beavers, on the other hand, create leaky dams that release water slowly, keeping rivers flowing and landscapes hydrated. In my opinion, this is a perfect example of how working with nature, rather than against it, can yield incredible results. But here's where it gets even more intriguing: beaver wetlands aren't just about water. They're also wildlife refuges, grazing areas for livestock, and even natural firebreaks. Yes, you heard that right. In places like the US, beaver wetlands have been shown to hold back wildfires. If you take a step back and think about it, these animals are essentially multitasking ecosystem engineers. They're not just solving one problem, they're addressing multiple issues at once. What this really suggests is that we've been overlooking a powerful ally in our fight against climate change. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking: can a few beavers really make that big of a difference? And Dr. Puttock addresses this too. He admits that one beaver wetland won't solve all our drought problems, but as their populations grow and more wetlands are created, the cumulative effect could be significant. From my perspective, this is a classic case of small actions adding up to big change. It's not about expecting beavers to save the world, but rather recognizing their role as part of a larger, nature-based solution. What many people don't realize is that beavers were once a vital part of Britain's ecosystem. Their extinction disrupted the natural balance, and their return is like restoring a missing piece of the puzzle. One thing that immediately stands out is how their comeback has been a mix of licensed reintroductions, escapes, and even unlicensed releases. It's almost like nature is taking matters into its own hands, and we're just starting to catch up. So, here's my takeaway: beavers aren't just building dams, they're building resilience. They're showing us that sometimes the best solutions are the ones that have been around for millions of years. Personally, I think we could learn a lot from these creatures. Instead of constantly trying to control nature, maybe we should step back and let it do its thing. After all, beavers don't need blueprints or funding, they just need a river and some trees. And in a world facing droughts, floods, and wildfires, that's a lesson worth paying attention to. But I want to hear from you. Do you think beavers could play a bigger role in environmental conservation? Or is this just a niche solution? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this as fascinating as I did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the unexpected ways nature is shaping our world. Thanks for watching.